Okay, how you guys doing? My name is Vince Staney. I just talked to you earlier about the books, the abridged and unabridged versions, and why I did set them up the way I set them up. I want you to know that the majority of my books that you see online is going. The money, funds will be going to straight to the charities, and not to me. And even though a book may be dedicated to either Alzheimer's or to Food for Lane County, in the back of the book you'll see links of other charities that are near and dear to my heart. I encourage you to click on them and check out how you can volunteer or give or help or whatever, and why it's important to give to a lot of these charities. So, I've always been very passionate about community building, and it's my belief that, that if we fail as a species to help each other to become fully actualized human beings, we're really doomed. And, quite frankly, we got to work together to solve all our problems, such as unnecessary wholesale hunger, homelessness, lack of education, affordable and ethical holistic care. Humanity will never move forward, and that should be important to people who have kids. I don't have kids. I have younger nephews and nieces and stuff, and just a thought, quite frankly, even if I didn't have nephews or nieces, the thought of people being out there, young children not having the species not doing what it needs to do is disturbing to me on every level, logically and philosophically and whatever. So, quite frankly, if we do not develop well codified ethical social templates, we need to do that, which we got to navigate with domestic violence and substance abuse and unending suffering, unfettered destruction of our planet's resources and environment. We'll be thundering our way toward extinction. We're doing it right now, learning science and so forth. Whether you believe in climate change or not, you got a whole host of other things on the planet that are happening, like fishing populations are just dying off and everything. So, again, I just, why is it important for me to do this? I write a lot of training books. One of my best passions was training, as I talk about in many of my talks. I've always believed in the Greek ideal of being better, superior, or fully actualized mentally, physically, socially, spiritually. And quite frankly, to me, as much as I love to perfect myself, work towards perfection, all that is pretty useless if you don't, if at the time of your deathbed, if you don't give back to humanity. If when you die, I think it's the best to know that you were crucial in helping the community. Now, a lot of people say, look, you helped me to lose weight, you helped me to do this, you helped me to do that. Well, that's great that I'm helping people's lives, single individuals, groups of individuals. I'm helping their lives to where they're healthier and they feel better. But unless those people also get into the game to become social engineers to help our planet, it really is, on a scheme of things, not as important, okay? So I find my life more interesting. I think it'd be more interesting to get my skin in the game to help change the world. I mean, if you're willing to join the Marines, I was willing to join the Marines to fight in Vietnam, and other people join the service for their country and for the democracy of other country. It's all goes down to shitter. It's all for waste, all for naught. We're not doing all the other necessary things to take care of this planet. So, all my life I felt this way. I've been every fiber of my, being, I've really just wanted to be productive force. Like a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people join the service. I wanted to be a productive force towards the social engineering of humanity, at least for the local community. So a lot of my social cornerstones that I think we need to pay attention to is each and every one of us have optimal physical and mental health. Each and every one of us, it'd be nice to have affordable housing. I don't know about free housing, government giving free housing. I mean, that might be asking too much from our taxpayers. But I'd like to see a system to where we have affordable housing. Educating and caring for our veterans, because once again, for better or worse, for whatever reason, our veterans did put our skin on the game, into the game, and they put themselves out there, and I think we shouldn't just toss them aside. I believe another cornerstone, we should be really keen on caring and mentoring our youth. Very important. That's why I'm in the Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I believe in the alleviation of unnecessary and unjust hunger. Now, somebody wonders why unnecessary, unjust hunger. That's for a different discussion. What makes hunger just, what makes hunger, unjust. That's a different discussion. I'm very keen on affordable education, not the monstrous fees that people have to pay now. And of course, I'm very, very big on all of us developing a level of self-sustainability for all of us, our families, us as individuals, communities, you know, getting off the grid and not having these monstrous utility bills and being able to fend for ourselves and raise our own food within our own urban gardens. I'd like to see the extinction, the utter extinction of racism, jingoism, nationalism, and unnecessary violence. I'd like to see the extinction, the obliteration of class warfare. And I would love to see humanity's acquisition towards the engineering of optimal and rationally ethical modes of thinking and action as we explore our spiritual dimensions. Now, it's a long list, and we could kind of extrapolate more upon that, but that's why I want to have that's my purpose for charity outreach. I want this to go beyond just giving money to people from books and just giving them Band-Aids. I basically essentially teach people to fish, as I learned to fish myself. All right, I'll see you in the next video when I describe more of my philosophy, okay? All right.